Hello guys, this is Sanjana Parihar, an intern at Lexis and Company, and I'm pursuing BLLB from Shalini University, and this is my first year. So, moving forward to the video, we'll talk about the representative and judiciary in India, and why is it necessary to discuss right now is because of the nation may soon have its first woman Chief Justice of India, CJI Justice B.V. Nagarthana. Now, this is a welcome step, obviously. However, it has raised the larger issue of low representation of women in the judiciary. Now, state of women representation in judiciary. Women representation in Supreme Court, the first ever woman justice, Justice Fatima Bibi, in Supreme Court, was appointed in 1989, 39 years after the Apex Court came in existence. Since then, only 10 women have become judges in the Apex Court. Women representation in High Court, the share of women judges in High Court was not better. Overall, women judges account of only 11% of High Court judges. In 5 High Courts, Patna, Meghalaya, Manipur, Tripura, and Uttarakhand High Court, no woman served as a judge, while in 6 others, their share was less than 10%. The percentage of the women judges at Madras and Delhi High Courts were relatively high. Women representation in District Court. Now, women's representation in judiciary is slightly better in the lower courts, where 28% of the judges were women as of 2017. However, it was lower than 20% in Bihar and Jharkhand and Gujarat. But it was better. Reason of the low women representation, as per the knowledge that I've collected, opaque collegium system functioning. More women tend to enter the lower judiciary at the entry level because of the method of recruitment through an entrance examination. However, the higher judiciary has a collegium system which has tended to be more opaque and therefore more likely to reflect bias. No women reservations. Many states have a reservation policy for women in the lower judiciary, which is missing in the High Court and Supreme Court. Reservation quota of women is perhaps just one among many factors that encourages and facilitates women to enter the system. Familial responsibilities. Factors of age and family responsibilities also affect the elevation of women's judges from the subordinate judicial services of the high courts. Not enough women in litigation. Now that's another issue, since lawyers are elevated from the bar to the bench from a significant proportion of judges in the High Court and Supreme Court. It is worth noting that the number of women advocates is still low, reducing the pool from which women judges can be selected. No serious attempts has been made during the past 70 years to get adequate representation to women either in the High Court or in the Supreme Court. In India, women constitutes about 50% of the total population, and large number of women is available in the bar and in the judicial services for elevation. But in spite of that, the number of women judges is small. Significance of high women representation motivates more women to seek justice. If they see of their own kind, they seek more justice. Different point of views. Now, we can say that males can, the judges there sitting have are on the uh, level that they can decide, but women have a different point of view which can help more in some directions when the cases are mostly related to the females. Increased judicial reasoning. Increased judicial diversity enriches and strengthens the ability of judicial reasoning to encompass and respond to varied social contexts and experiences. Now, what's the way forward for this? According to me, changing patriarchal mindset, which is like very, very impossible. But trying, the need of the hour is to correct the patriarchal mindset in recommending and approving the name of those who are to be elevated as High Court judges and come out with more representation to worthy women's lawyers, obviously, who are. Provision of reservation. It's high time that all those who matter in the appointment of judges to the High Court and the Supreme Court realize the need of giving adequate representation to the women in the judiciary. Vacancies as an opportunity should be there, removing gender discrimination should be there. It is a step to the right direction. The conclusion, according to me, is, in my opinion, to be truly diverse, the Indian judiciary would need representation of judges from not only different gender identities, including trans and non-binaries, but also different castes, socio-economic, religious, and regional backgrounds. It would also mean appointments of judges from doubly marginalized sections to allow for representation of intersectional voices. This was all for today. If there's any question, any comment, any feedback related to the content, do let me know in the comment section. Everything is welcomed here. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And this video does not solicit of any kind of promotions or advertisements according to the Bar Council of India. It's for education purposes only. But do like the video if you like the content, and subscribe, let's click if you want to see more videos like this. Thank you.